Will you cut ties with a family member that is toxic? Will you? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We are going to talk about family, and we are also going to talk about having a toxic family member. Yes. So if this is your first time here, guys, subscribe to my channel. That is the only way that you can support me. Hit the like button, share my video, leave me a comment. Like, let's just interact. First of all, before I dive into this video, I'm going to talk about my family. I come from a large family. We are 9 children together, right? We are 9. Both of my parents are still alive, thank God. And I am so happy. I am so appreciative of the kind of love, of the kind of bond that I have in my family. We love each other, we support each other, we are always there for each other. So I'm so happy for the kind of family that I have. If you are one of those people that come from a family where there is no love, where you guys are fighting each other, I just want to say I'm sorry that you have to go through that. I'm sorry that, things turn out that way. So let's dive into our topic for today. If you have a family member that is toxic, are you going to get rid of that person in your life? And I know that families are different. We all have little problems here and there. But when it comes to a family member being toxic, that's on another level. Some people have this family where they gather every holiday or every other holiday or whatever holiday they deem it fit, right? They come together, everybody's happy, everybody's getting along, they go for vacations, like they do things together as family. They come with in-laws, with grandchildren, with uncles, with auntie, and then the vibe is there. There's no friction between anybody. So that is the kind of family that everybody prays for. But on the other hand, we also have some families where even a phone call from a family member would already trigger an anxiety attack to the other person. Yes, families will have problems here and there, but if it's something that continuously happen, if it reaches a point where it's messing with your mental health, where you cannot function, where you cannot see eye to eye with this person, where this person continuously is being very abusive, it could be physical, it could be emotional, it could be financially, it could be so many ways, right? That a person could be toxic, in your life, right? It could be so many ways, guys. But they do happen. We do have toxic family members. They do exist. And one thing I realize, which I'm also guilty about, I mean, I've had conversation with people where they do not where they have this toxic person in your life, and what most of us will always tell that person is, again, I'm guilty, is it is still your mother, it is still your father, it is still your brother, it is still your sister, it is still your child. You cannot do that. No matter how they abuse you, you still have to, you still have you still have to be in their life. You still have to accept them as family members. No, you do not have to be in that person's life. Toxic is toxic. Toxic is toxic. You and you alone have the right to walk away from somebody that is hurting you. I don't care if it's your mother. I don't care if it's your father. I don't care if it's your child, your brother. A toxic person will always be a toxic person. I know sometimes we don't blame ourselves when we have these toxic family members, because sometimes we have the fear of being alone. The rest of your family members are back home, and then you have this one aunt or you have this one uncle that you solely rely on. You call this person your family. You know that in case of any emergency, this is my family. This is the person that they will call, right? That is the fear of being alone. You are afraid. So for that reason, no matter what the person tells you, no matter how much the person hurt you, no matter how toxic this person is, it is always difficult to let go of that person. But guess what? You can, because the person is hurting you more than the love you think you get from this person. And then sometimes we just feel very comfortable. You feel very comfortable. God forbid if something happened to me, this is my family home. I will always come back to my family. But guys, they are hurting you. They are being toxic to you. They are abusing you financially. They are abusing you physically. They are abusing you emotionally. It hurts, okay? You don't have to be there. You don't have to feel comfortable. Sometimes you can even have friends that are even more caring to you than a family member. And sometimes we are just guilty. You just feel guilty that this is my family. How can I just walk away because they said something to me that really hurts me? Or how can I walk away even though they are hurting me? Like they feel, that you feel that guiltiness in you for walking away. No, guys, you can walk away from a toxic person. And at other time, I've seen situations where maybe the person is the first child of the family, and the parent, as the first child, you should show example, right? Even if I slap you on this side, you have to turn the other side for me to slap you with. You have to turn the other side for me to slap. You have to endure. Even no matter how abusive I am, no matter how toxic I am, it is still the family tradition, right? It is our culture. I hate that word. I hate when people use culture for everything. I'm somebody, I believe in culture, but not all cultures, right? I am that person. So when they were when they were toxic to you, did they think about that culture? Did they think about family value? Did they think about that religion? They did not think about that when they were doing all these things to you. So why will you also base your decision on that? Because it is our family responsibility, it is our tradition, it is our culture, it is our religion. No, I don't want to hear that. A toxic person again will always be a toxic person. You are the only person to cut that ties. If not, they will keep hurting you. And again, again, these are our family members, right? These are the people that we grew up knowing. These are the people that we were born into the family. These are my family members. It is always very difficult to cut ties with people like that. Everything in life is difficult to do, right? But there's always a solution to everything. You can still cut ties with the family as long as you have acknowledged the harm this relationship has caused you, and finally come to you have finally come to an agreement that, or you have finally come to a conclusion that this person would not change. That is a good reason for you to cut tie with that person. You can also cut tie with that person by limiting. You can limit the amount of time you spend with this person. You can limit the amount of time you communicate with this person. You can limit the amount of time you interact with this person. If you're having a family gathering and you know for sure this person is going to be there, you can still be there and still have control of the situation. You can still limit the interaction you're going to have with that person, right? You don't have to call the person to tell the person, I will be there. You don't have to. Even when you get there, limit the interaction you have with this person. And guess what, guys? It is very okay to feel guilty, to feel ashamed, right? And to feel sad that this relationship has will come to an end. Grieving the loss of a family relationship is huge. But then and again, think of yourself first. Always put your own self first. Your mental health. Mental health is a diagnosis. A lot of people go through mental health. They go through depression. They go through all this hardship caused by other people. And these are situations that we can control. These are situations that are within our means of being able to control. But if you let the other person take control of it, you are going to be hurt and you are going to mess with your mental health. So, If a family member is toxic, it is very, very okay to let them go. Let me know what you guys think about this topic. Leave your comment down below. Let's interact. Let me know if you have ever cut a family member out of your life. Alright guys, until next time, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.